Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, the Master Crayon Eater, and as always, my amazing co-host.
What's going on? Teflon John here.
Tefleezy Fo Cheesy is in the heezy, and we have also in the heezy. Yup. Trey Songs is in the house.
This guy right here.
AJ Sauce is in the house.
AJ Songs. Yep. Alvin.
Hey, Alvin, I just want to let you know, thank you for wearing a shirt. Thank you for being sober, by the way.
I just got it today.
You got it today? So, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so I want the sticker. It's on my laptop.
There you go. If you guys are interested in getting this shirt that Alvin is wearing, make sure you guys hit up tradingdaddies.com. The bullish shirt is definitely on there, and just drop some other extra designs on there for you guys too. So make sure you guys cop that. Before we get to before we get into some more housekeeping stuff, make sure you guys also hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy, bustdowninvestments.com. If you guys are buying calls during a market correction, you might want to start selling your shoe collection. Bustdowninvestments.com. Yes! 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 And make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up, because, John, if they gave us a thumbs down.
Your mama's a hoe.
From the streets of Monument Boulevard, make sure...
Everyone knows Monument Boulevard.
Everybody knows Monument Boulevard. And let's get to it. It's always been packed, right? Drop down in the comment section below the stocks you guys want us to cover for Daddy Bits, and then we'll get to it after this intro. Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, the Master Crayon Eater, and as always, my amazing co-host,
Teflon John here.
Tefleezy Fo Cheesy is in the heezy. Alvin Alvin is also in this beezy. Trey Songs is up in every beezy. So by way of face association, you are also in all of the beezies.
Yeah, I'm married.
You're not Trey Songs, you are tied down songs.
The tied down songs.
You're tied down songs. There you go. Alvin is actually back for his second appearance. The first appearance was with the Daddy Roundtable for Father's Day. This episode is more of, let's get to know the Bust Down Investments Director of Sales. Right, we're gonna put you through the ringer. We're gonna put you through the hot seat. It's more of a get to know you, what got you started into trading.
Let's get to it right now.
Yeah, let's get to it right now. So Alvin, tell us a few things about yourself.
Yeah. There's a lot to know about me.
Oh, tell us more. We have an hour.
Oh, let's do the 21 questions then.
Not yet. Let's save that for later. Save that for later.
Yeah. I can serve you some bullet points. So married, I have 2 kids, born and raised here in the Bay Area, East Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Almost first generation here from the Philippines.
Nice.
So yeah. So Nico and I, we were talking about that earlier today. I'm the first born out of 3. So I have 2 other siblings. Mm-hmm. So basically, I have to take on that leadership responsibility, role. Right? That role that I need to take. So, that's what that is. As far as like career-wise, what I've been doing, a lot of my past experience has been in sales, has been in marketing, which is currently what I do now. I'm in real estate marketing, and a lot of my clients are all realtors. So I know a lot about what's happening within the industry. And then I'm also a bridge lender. So bridge loans is something that's, that hasn't been talked about recently, but it's getting more and more popular, especially because of the competitiveness of what's happening within the real estate industry. So
is there a limit to the bridges you can build with a bridge loan?
No, there is no limit at all. No limit as far as all the bridges that
the bridges.
Yeah. So basically, what a bridge loan is, right? So I'll give you
a transfer, lateral transfer.
Yep. So it's a short-term loan, right?
Yeah.
And it also helps mimic an all cash offer. So we live here in the Bay Area. You, John, you're wherever you are in the Midwest. I know.
Damn.
Yeah, so, all right. So this is what it is. So, real estate industry is pretty competitive right now, right?
Yeah.
So especially in the Bay Area, I think all along California as well, because inventory of housing is so low, right? So you have multiple people looking to purchase X home, but then there's only one type of person that will be able to purchase that home. It's either an all cash buyer or somebody that has the cleanest offer. Now that's where the bridge loan comes in, right? The bridge loan comes in because it mimics an all cash offer, right? So it basically is all cash, but it also helps the buyer not have to come up with a down payment, right? So because it uses the current equity within your home. So there's a little, there's some things that you need to check off in order to use a bridge loan. So equity within your home.
Sorry to interrupt. So to my understanding, a bridge loan is pretty much when you're selling your home and you want to buy another home and then you use the equity on your house. Because my realtor was offering me that, and I was like, wait, what? And she had to explain it to me. So go ahead. Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
So because the market is so tight, a lot of people that are looking to move, they don't want to sell their home because, right, what's the next step? If I need to purchase a home, there's not that many homes on the market right now.
Yeah.
Plus, I need to compete with everybody else, right? So the bridge loan gives you a leg up, right? So you can purchase your next home without having to sell your current home. Does it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So let me ask you this though. So there's just all around fear right now. It also like resonates in the stock market, right?
Yep.
That there's this bubble that's about to burst for the housing market.
Yes.
Can you explain as to why? I mean, I've asked you this before, but why do you think that there is no bubble?
Inventory. Inventory. So the last bubble that we had was probably 2006, 2008.
2008,
Yeah. That was a mortgage bubble, right? Everybody could get loans.
It was ninja loans.
Whether you're the bum on the street.
Ninja loans.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Ninja loans. Yeah.
The ninja loans.
Yeah. No income.
Yeah.
No assets. You could get a loan.
What's the acronym of ninja again? No income, no
job.
No job.
No job, no assets. No income, no job, assets.
Yeah, no income, no job approved.
Approved.
Yeah, so
I think we're going to talk about real estate, throughout this video right here because I'm super interested about it. I got tons of questions, but go on.
Yeah. So back then, anybody could get approved for a loan, and you could get into whatever property that you're looking for. And as a realtor, you're basically your source of income is selling homes, right? So you're coming up with all type of situations, how to present an opportunity to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
To actually close a deal, right? But as far as we're in a bubble, no. We have a lot of homeowners have a lot of equity that they've built up for the past couple of years.
It's scary.
Pretty low. Lending restrictions are pretty goddamn tight. Right?
It is. So it is.
They go through all the the whole process of, all right, what is your assets? What is your income?
Tax forms, 2 years.
Yeah. So all your checks and balances are currently in place.
Yeah.
Right. Then you have the demand, right?
Yep.
Demand is out there. We have a ton of people, especially out in the Bay Area or in California, that have high income.
Yeah.
Bay Area. In the Bay Area, we're looking at tech, right?
Yeah.
That basically is what's driving the freaking industry right now. They have all this money.
But isn't it I mean, I don't know if you have a view on the tech industry that was once housed deep in San Francisco. They're all moving back to the Midwest because now they're allowed to work remote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here, there, but that was a couple months ago. They're actually starting to come back into San Francisco.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So there was this period of time last year where everybody was starting to get scared, right?
Yeah.
You know, what's that saying? Like when people are scared, that's when you start making moves.
Yeah.
That's when you start getting greedier.
By the fear.
It was exactly the time to buy because people were scared. They're like, all right, I need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But they're actually coming back into San Francisco now. My wife, she manages a portfolio of companies, so multifamily properties. So
wow.
She's keen and aware of what's happening with all the rental prices, right? So yeah, it did dip last year, but then it started to go back up.
So she deals with MDUs, multi-dwelling units. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. So she manages a portfolio of companies. Let's say, for example, there's one in San Francisco. It's called Jasper. It's right there in South of Market.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's a big building, beautiful building. Yeah, it's the one with the shrubbery on the side.
Yep.
Yeah, 300 plus units. So if she, as a person that's managing a whole entire asset, is aware of what's happening, she needs to either lower or increase the price.
Yeah,
she'll make it happen. So, yeah.
What are they going for right now? Like, let's say a 2-in-1.
Dude, it's
still
pretty
4 bands.
Still pretty high. You're, juice, especially in San Francisco, you're probably looking at low 3
for 2-in-1, right?
Yeah, well, 2-in-1.
Maybe
that's it. 4 or even 5. But it's
bathroom.
It's high.
It's high, dude. Like I remember this was a couple of years ago, and I remember I was driving for Uber and Lyft. So I'd pick people up, drop them off downtown or whatnot, right? Yeah. I managed to pick somebody up that lived over, that Whole Foods off of in the Castro by Market, like off of Market. Yeah. Right, that's a pretty tall building. It's like a wedge building.
Yep.
Right, solid real estate right across the Safeway. Right, the top floor of that one apartment's like 5 bands a month.
1-in-1,
right?
2-in-1.
Mm-hmm.
That's prime though. You're right in the middle of Market.
You're right in 5 bands.
Yeah.
That's affordable. You got to keep in mind.
That's affordable
for a 2-in-1. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to keep in mind that a lot of these companies, especially tech companies, right, they have a ton of cash, right? And the number one asset that you have as a company is your employees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to lose any employees. So you want to make sure that you're competing with, especially if you're like a small tech company, right? You're competing with Salesforce, you're competing with Google, you're competing with Twitter, all these big companies that have big amounts of money. You need to be able to retain your employees, and you need to find out or create whatever type of environment for those employees so that you can retain those employees.
That's why there's so much corporate housing, like by the ballpark, all that corporate housing.
Dude, yeah. The big hedges funds are going into real estate and buying up like communities nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's the move. That's the move. Yeah. But let me backtrack a little bit here. Because you're in real estate, right? And as part of the immigrant experience, right? You're not a lawyer, you're not a doctor, you're not a dentist, you're not a mailman nor a nurse.
You're not a nurse.
So so how did you fall into real estate?
So my brother-in-law, he owned a company, like a small brokerage out in Daly City. So because I saw that he had, Ferraris, he had nice Porsches.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I want that.
This is the path that I want to follow, right? So I was working under him as a real estate agent back in 2006, 2007. That's when I was, licensed, but that's when I was really active within the industry. But at that time, I was in college. I had a girlfriend at the time, which is my wife now. I'm like, okay, now I need to make a move. Market's crashing. I need to go do something else.
Pause on that one. So when you realized that the market was crashing, Okay. Let's turn back time. Okay. 14, 15 years ago. What were you experiencing? You're probably getting blown up by clients saying, "Hey, like I need to get out," or what was around that time? What was happening within the industry?
Yeah, within the industry, people. So earlier within this,
who are the ones that were getting out?
Yeah, this video we were talking about ninja loans and all the people that were able to come into homes without having income, without having assets. At that time, that's when all the interest rates started blowing up.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so as a person making X amount, you see your mortgage payment skyrocket. How are you supposed to pay for this? Right?
But I'm pretty sure people were blowing you up and say, "Hey, what am I gonna do?"
Yeah.
Terrible times.
Terrible times. People were losing houses left and right.
Oh yeah. I know a bunch. Yeah.
That
was a rough time too.
But it was good in a sense where people had inventory to sell, but then the days on market started getting longer and longer because the amount of buyers that are out there is getting smaller and smaller.
Were they low? Okay. Go back to that time again, okay? So were the buyers lowballing you because they knew that there were tons of inventory?
Yeah, they were lowballing. But then we also had
taking advantage, huh?
Yeah, but we also have a relationship with the seller, right?
Right.
Our main spiel is to get you top dollar for whatever house you list with us.
Man.
So yeah, it was tough. So not a lot of deals were happening at that time.
So it's like your clients, the seller, wanted to hit the market sell, but you're the stop limit.
Yeah.
Right?
Dang.
Right?
Dang.
Exactly. I just want to hit market sell.
Yeah.
Like, whatever I get, right?
I get.
No, you're like, no, we're going to put a stop on that.
We're going to put a stop on that right there. Your list's going to be a lot higher.
Because I still want to make
lower.
money.
I know, exactly. Damn. So
I like how you tied that in. I like how you tied that into what we're all about.
So let me ask you another question though. Like, we just found out that the rental moratorium, the eviction moratorium has ended, right? How is that going to affect both markets? In your opinion, how is that going to affect both markets, the stock market and the real estate market?
Yeah. So you're thinking about this as a business, right?
Yeah.
So you, as a landlord, have tenants. Okay. This happens.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do in order to make that income back?
I mean, you have to push them out in order for you to get somebody else in. It's a cycle, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cycle. But then if they're continuing to give you a bunch of situations or excuses of, hey, I can't make this payment this month.
Yeah.
Make this payment the next month. Then what are you forced to do? You're forced to.
Yeah, you're forced to evict. Yeah.
Right. And then second, if it continues to happen or you can't find another renter, you're selling the property, right? So down the road, what I'm seeing is a lot more homes are going to be on the market. So it's going to be prime for those that have increased their capital.
Yeah. To buy. Yeah.
To purchase.
It's going to be. Is it going to turn into a buyer's market?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, solely seller's market.
Yeah.
So, earlier, like Nico, we were talking about where I was at today. I was at a networking event, right? So a lot of the people that we've been talking to are investing in homes in like Ohio, right? In Illinois, in Tennessee, right? Idaho.
Yeah.
Right? So, there's opportunity that's out there. There's people that's out there. Population is continuing to increase. They all need housing. There's an opportunity that's coming up down the road where the vast amount of homes are coming into the market because of, the owners of these properties not being able to keep up with their mortgage payments because of
the pandemic. Yeah.
It's going to be a good opportunity for all of us, which ties back, I think, to what we currently do now, right? how do we grow our capital? How do we do that, right? So we have control of our capital. For all those people that have been looking into investing in whatever it is, the first thing that you need to do is just create capital.
Yeah.
The great thing about Bust Down Investments, Trading Daddies, is what?
I almost fell off my seat, man.
I know. This is amazing. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going, man.
Yeah, the reason why we're looking is because there was no script for this, and he said that, and I'm like, did I check the script?
I was looking around.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, that's true. No, that's true. It's what you're saying is because of an opportunity that's about to arise, and if you're not creating capital currently, if you're not finding the means to create capital right now, you're going to be left in the dust.
Yeah, to set yourself up for generational wealth, right? Then you're totally missing out.
You are
Totally missing out.
I got a question.
Okay, so I broke this down earlier to a couple people that I know, right? So it's $100 a day equals what, $2,000 a month. $200 a day, $4,000 a month.
Yep.
500, $10,000 a month. Okay, so that's where your benchmark is, right? You could obviously scale from that, right? And then we obviously teach you how to manage your risk.
Music to my ears.
We help you down this path to creating exactly what you're looking to do. So
it's finger licking good.
I still have a question, brother.
What?
All right, let's go back to the industry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Main question is, okay, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of clients in real estate still, landlords, okay, people who own real estates, right, multi-units, several houses. Okay, they're landlords for let's say 3, 4, 5 houses, right?
Yep.
Rents are not getting paid. What is seriously happening to that mortgage payment, like for all these houses for the past year and a half? Where is the money going to? Because obviously the landlord, I mean, you can't. I mean, if you're a millionaire, you can support like 5, 6 houses, right?
Yeah.
If there's no money going around, what is the real thing that's happening in real estate? Okay, within the past year, where all these mortgages weren't getting paid.
Yeah, everybody's just they're not paying them.
But who's
not paying them?
I mean, the mortgages for the landlord still needs to pay the mortgages.
Yeah.
Who's taking the hit? The real hit?
No. The real hit is the owners of all these properties.
The owners.
They're the owners of these homes.
Yeah.
The banks are looking to them to pay for their mortgage.
Yeah.
So again, now where are all these people going to be funding or looking for other sources of income to take over what a renter is supposed to be paying?
Right.
There's no other option. There's no option other than you doing whatever you got to do as far as your business, whatever that is, whatever income that you're creating. But I think I don't know, you lead me down this path again. It's it's our
I cannot. I gave you a nice question, man. Who was taking the hit? And obviously you gave me an honest answer. Yes.
No, I mean it's the landlords, the owners. Yeah, the owners. So the question, I think
the past 12 months they were still paying for the mortgages.
Yeah. So we were talking about that earlier. So the owners take the hit. So if they can't continue to pay, they're going to be selling all these homes, and then that then creates an opportunity for those that are ready, willing
to buy.
To purchase those homes.
The cycle. That's crazy. So you think
what you're saying is there's no market crash? I mean, housing crash ever?
No, because there's going to be a surplus of houses.
Yeah, you just got to be ready for the opportunity when it comes.
Yeah. So let me ask you this though: like, you're in a hyper competitive industry.
Yep.
hyper competitive industry. You see agents pop up at least once a day. Right? So how does that like eat into your current market share?
What do you mean?
Is it a matter of skill at this point? It's a matter of building up your portfolio of clients that trust you, and you have a book of business that I'm assuming that is extensive to a point, right? So what would your advice be to an aspiring realtor that wants to get in the game?
Is to partner with a team that has been performing at the highest level. Like, especially now for realtors that are sole realtors, it's tough. It's tough because you have high performers that's out there. You have people that know strategy,
that have better marketing.
You know, you need to do that because at this point in time, their brand, it's all about branding. You know,
What's her face?
how do you separate yourself from the pack? It's not only branding, it's your marketing.
What's her face is always on, her face is all blown up on Highway 4. Krista
Jarvis.
No, Homes by Krista or something.
Homes by Krista?
Yeah.
What area she works?
Brentwood.
Brentwood? I don't go that far.
I don't go that far.
like a lot of the clients that I work with are either like Marin, the Peninsula, Black Hawk area. So I know like the top ones. So
let me ask you. Let me switch lanes here. Same topic, but let's add a little bit more of a market flavor to it. So houses are they now looking at cryptocurrency as a form of payment?
Is that really
so because that now is actually brand new, right? So a lot of the lenders, I think they actually should be looking at crypto as an asset, right?
No. Okay. I'm going to give you guys an example, Nico. So, you know, obviously my brother, they're looking into buying, right? And then I guess the banks are, you know, they have to list down all the assets, even crypto.
Really?
Yeah.
They really have to take inventory of your crypto.
But see, the thing is, then so how is it, you know, regulated, right? So, because crypto is supposed to be like, you know, unregulated.
Decentralized,
Decentralized. And then now if the banks need to know that if you're holding some, that defeats the purpose, right? Doesn't it? But my other question is, before you get to that, are people buying houses with crypto? I don't think so, right? Not yet. Not right now.
But the only way to buy a house with crypto, right, is if you convert your crypto into cash.
Fiat.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. So, okay, now I have $300,000 worth of cash.
Yeah.
The lender will look, hey, where's this money coming from? Crypto.
Man.
Wow. So you have to report that as income.
Yeah.
Report that.
Yep.
That's
defeats the purpose.
Yeah, that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
well, okay, so let's take a look at that too, right? So if cryptocurrency is supposed to be this decentral, it is the decentralized form of currency, right?
Yeah.
That kind of speaks to adoption as a whole. If the current system is not willing to adopt the cryptocurrency, obviously you're not going to be allowed to pay for your the goods that you want if they don't accept that. If they only accept cash, then you really will need to be bound to the laws and regulations of converting your assets into that into the fiat that needs to happen. Unless you're in El Salvador where they take crypto, you could buy houses with crypto out there.
Right.
Yeah.
What I see, there's an opportunity that's out there.
But if the seller agrees to it, they can just transfer the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to the realtor to position that offer. So
or the seller, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the seller and the buyer has to agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it can happen.
No, it's possible. It's definitely possible, right? But the thing that's really weighing down on the idea of full adoption is the government question of who's getting paid, because somebody has to get paid. So if let's say you, me, and Alvin create a cryptocurrency, and somebody in the government doesn't know how to tax it, obviously they're gonna say no, you can't use that because we don't know how we're getting our money back. You know what I mean? Because you're using American dollars to buy a different currency or a different asset class.
Yeah.
For some reason, they need to get their money off of that too. So it's a very interesting dynamic that we're currently in, is because this whole idea of decentralized, it's cool. It's a notable idea. But I think that if we stop looking at cryptocurrency as a means of payment for now, while adoption is not real, then we're just looking at it as an asset.
Mm-hmm.
It's an asset. Accumulate.
It's almost like a home.
Yeah.
A home, right? You need to sell your home. You get capital gains on the home, on the sale of the home.
You do get capital gains on the home.
Unless you 1031 exchange it, but it's the same thought. It's the same theory. So
interesting.
But what it comes down to is consistently increasing whatever form of currency that you're involved with, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's stock, whatever it is, you consistently increase it. And how do you do that with the most control? It's
risk management. Risk management, joining Bust Down Investments, joining our amazing Discord. If you're not on this, you're not realizing the potential that you currently have as an earner.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Right? So a lot of people think about this, right? So a lot of people like, if I want to buy a house, I need to come up with a minimum of $20,000. Where am I going to get that money? Right?
Yeah.
That goes to $100 a day
right away by working at Panera Bread or whatever it is.
Right. $100 a day.
Make that.
That's 24. Yeah, it's $24,000. You could really make 20 bands in a month if you just really figure out your own secret sauce. And if you don't know your own secret sauce, you're not going to learn your secret sauce until you find or learn from other people's secret sauce.
Exactly.
Right. Because barbecue sauce is passed down through generation and generation. You add your own little flavor.
True.
Right? Yeah. True. You don't use grandpa's barbecue sauce and that's it. You want to add a little bit of a spice. What if you want to add red chili flake to it? Or what if you want to add granulated garlic instead of real garlic? It's an ever evolving piece, right? But you won't learn, or you won't be able to execute proper trades unless you learn from other people and join a community that will help you get there. BustDownInvestments.com.
Exactly. Exactly.
I cannot be doing
this is an opportunity for everybody that's watching this.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for everybody that's watching this. Like, if you are not investing in yourself, and if you're not, again, we've seen this. We've seen all three of us has seen this. We're children of immigrants, right? We know the hardships that immigrants go through. Right.
Well, for you have maids and a driver.
That's besides the point, John.
They cook for you breakfast.
Hey! Besides the point.
Dude had maids, a cook, and a driver.
All right, you guys really want to know how hard my life is? So, I had a maid and a driver growing up. Right, that's hard. I come to the States and I have to do my own laundry. What? I gotta wash my own dishes.
I gotta take myself to school.
I gotta walk to school. Oh my god! So we've seen the struggles and we've seen the hardships. And again, I can't bring this up enough. It's the fact that you now have the opportunity to find a way for you to build not just your wealth, but generational wealth as well, right?
Yeah.
Like if you want to be the first person in your family to buy a house, how are you going to get there? The system is not created for you to keep working that 9 to 5 job and make it out. It's not.
Yep.
Right? The system isn't made for you to go to school and get a good paying job. You could potentially do it. You could potentially do it if you have a higher paying job, but you also have student loans to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Not a knock against people who went to college. Congratulations to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys did the work, right? But how are you going to the American dream of picking up yourself from your bootstraps and paying your own way if you're not going to find a different way to do it?
Right.
If we were meant to work 9 to 5 job and just get by, this would be communism.
Mm-hmm.
We're not communists. We're capitalists.
We are capitalists.
We are capitalists, right? When there's an opportunity, you exploit it and you make gains out of it.
Yeah.
Right? When there's weakness, you press harder because you want to take the pain out. Right? So do yourself a favor. Hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy. BustDownInvestments.com. Get started as soon as you can, right? And we'll get you guys pointed in the right direction. Thank you for that. Let's get you through the ringer. So every new guest that we have here, we like to ask you a set of questions, and it's an A or B. Though he's got the drink going. Man. He's got the drink going. So you can answer. You have to answer. It's vodka. You have to answer. It's a he likes to pour.
I'm an open book.
So answer, and then if we have questions about your answer, we'll go ahead and ask. John, let's get to it.
Let's do it. So for again, we do this for our guests, our special guests. We just want to get to know you better, obviously, because we only have an hour or show, and it's basically A or B. You've seen it before, so let's get right through it. Options or shares?
Options.
Yeah. Hulk.
Am I able to like say something afterwards or what?
You can. Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Options or shares?
Yeah.
Options.
Options. You know, you're able to make as much money as you can.
Yeah.
Just as long as you know how to properly manage your risk.
Yep.
Right. So,
leverage.
No, like what we spoke about earlier in this video, you know, the opportunity is here. Mm-hmm. You need to be able to maximize that opportunity. And I think options is the best way in order to create additional funds for whatever your passion is or whatever your goals are. You know, it'll help you get to wherever you want to go.
Perfect. Hulk or Thor?
Ooh. Hulk.
Okay.
No, well, Hulk is, I think we all have a piece of Hulk within us, especially within.
Monster, you mean?
Huh?
Everybody has an inner beast, bro. Everybody has an inner beast. Everybody has an inner.
We all have that inner beast. Yeah. At least for the three of us, right? Yeah. For everybody else, you know, well, if it comes to business, if it comes down to, you know, let's say you do sports, right? There is that small piece within you that needs to come out where you need to be really aggressive. Why? Because you have goals.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Whatever type of goals that you have, you know, for me, I'm like, hey, if I want to do something and I need to buy this house, I need to go on vacation, we need to transform into Hulk. You know, that's that alter ego that we need to switch into versus having this big old hammer, right? I think Hulk's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always that inner voice in us, right? Like for me, for example, I didn't want to do double days at Concord High School football anymore. So what I did is I tripped on myself and I fractured my wrist. So I never had to play again. So that was my inner beast. Like my inner Hulk was saying, hey, stop that, trip on yourself, stay on the football team, take the jersey so you could rock it every Friday, but still be injured. That was my inner Hulk. That's
Again, it comes down to whatever your goal is. You wanted to rock the jersey on a Friday. You wanted to be part of the team.
By any means. By any means.
The Hulk is inside.
Exactly.
Switch it on.
You never have to play football if you get injured playing football.
Yeah. I know some friends that did that as well.
Speaking of your shirt, okay, Bitcoin or Dogecoin? I got an input on that one too.
Dude, so I like Dogecoin right now. I think the big value on Bitcoin, it kind of steers people away or blocks them off away because they don't know any better. They can buy shares of Bitcoin if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But there is a community behind Dogecoin, a popular community. Well, celebrities, athletes, everybody else. You have Elon Musk as one of the leaders within Dogecoin. Like, I remember, when was that? It was just a couple of months ago. $1 was that main goal. And if right now we're trending at, what is it, 28 cents?
29, yeah, 30. Yeah,
cents?
29, 30, yeah.
Yeah. And Elon Musk saying there is real value behind Dogecoin. I think I'll take that bet versus like a Bitcoin.
What I don't understand is that go ahead.
Yeah. Plus Dogecoin is linked to Ethereum, right? And then Ethereum has all the NFTs. So I think the Ethereum space, it has a lot more value than what Bitcoin currently provides. Bitcoin is more like, to me, it's a front runner. It establishes that foundation of cryptocurrency, but then you have everybody else that is taking all the flaws of Bitcoin, improving upon those flaws, making the most out of it.
So I didn't know that Doge was based off of Ethereum. I did not know that. I don't know. It's hard for me to take a look at Doge based on a valuation standpoint. The reason why is if we look at supply and demand, there's so much supply.
Okay, I'm gonna my 2 cents on supply. Did you know that there's about 10,000 Doge that's created, that's mined every minute, and then there's no cap on the supply, the maximum supply.
Yeah, so that the reason?
Yeah, maybe that's why the price of stuff is being devalued. Yeah,
that's the reason why I'm kind of like, I want to get in on it, but the value proposition of Doge to me is there's so much out there.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much. And it's hard unless you got in Doge at like 2 cents. And you'll be up right now. You know what I mean? Like it's so hard. But all right, keep going, John.
Moving on. Okay. Samsung or Apple?
Apple.
Okay. Maybe let's move on. Tesla or Neo? I already know the answer to that one.
Tesla, of course.
Of course, right?
Bro, is Neo going through it again?
Huh?
Is Neo gonna go through it again?
Dude, like, anyways, all right. Pink or the sink?
Pink.
Nice.
No explanation. Okay. Broncos or Chiefs?
Chiefs.
What?
Yeah, Chiefs. No, because all right. So,
please, I want to see a debate right here.
I'm a Raider fan, and every time,
thank you.
Every time I'm watching them, or it's
look at Nico.
It's crazy.
I saw this meme earlier. You're gonna get a kick out of this.
Go ahead.
The meme said, I gotta find it. The meme said, it's that lady and the cat.
Yeah.
Right? The lady and the cat. The lady was like, they're from the Bay, right? And the cat goes, yes, the Bay. And at the bottom, Mandalay Bay. Actually, I'm gonna find that right now. Actually,
that's a good one. All right, Elvin, moving on. Craps or roulette?
Craps.
There you go. I'll take you.
So much fun. So much fun.
Camping or beach?
Beach.
Swinging or scalping?
Scalping.
Of course, no one ever takes swinging ever, right?
I try to, but that love swing that.
Why is everyone capping on that love swing, man? I mean, I'm only down like 70%, and it ain't over. It ain't over.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Because it's so funny. The reason why we cap on this love trade, the main reason why we cap on this love trade, because he said with full confidence, I am swinging love. This is my trade for love. You could follow me if you're going to follow me. And everybody was like, well, the chart looks good. And Jay comes in and says, I'm going to swing love. And we're like, are you really going to swing love? And then he sells love. So now he hates love. So every time love comes up, it always goes back to that.
Plus, you got to know, like, where I started, right? Like, when I took that class with Bust Down Investments, like you had superiority in, like more of a leadership stance. So I'm like, oh, Teflon John, he's taking love. I need to go do that as well.
And it's all right. The reason, I got the name Teflon, right? Because first of all, it's just, I'm bulletproof. Okay. It's been proven. I got away with the NVIDIA. NVIDIA, Palantir, Baba.
This is around the same time last year that the legend of Teflon John was born, because he traded Okta for earnings. This is when we didn't even know any better. This is when we saw earnings report.
You're right. It's around
this is the 1 year anniversary of Tefleezy Fosheezy, because this is like, we were like so bullish on every single earnings report. Everybody was like, yeah, earnings. We're going to YOLO everything through earnings. And we lost a lot of money. Like, it was a shit ton of money for no reason. And this is when we were still formulating our trading style. And then John magically buys Okta.
Instead of shorting it.
Instead of shorting Okta, he thought he shorted it. And then it reverses after hours. And I'm like, dude, you can't do this quite a few times in a row. And he kept on doing it. That's why we started calling him Teflon John.
Yeah. Nice. I got away with that. It was like a 50 grand trade. I got away with it. All right. I know. I got away with it. Bulletproof. And the market was down 3% the following day. I got away with it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. That's why we roll with you.
Not just love. Just screw love. Anyways. Growth or value stocks?
Growth.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, again, going back into opportunities, right? Like, for me or for anybody else that's looking to create opportunities, like financial opportunities, and to increase that, I think the most aggressive form of your decision on what type of stock, you got to go with growth.
Especially we're young, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're young. We got time, bro.
Because our growth stocks right now, if we play this correctly, these growth stocks that we have high conviction on will eventually turn into value.
5 to 10 times, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ghosted or catfished?
Ghosted.
Okay.
I don't want to be catfished. That's just.
I'd rather be catfished. I'd rather be catfished knowing that there was actually somebody there.
Well, you live in a city, so it's fine. All right. Heroin or ecstasy?
X.
Yes.
For sure.
Easy choice. The process of doing heroin is annoying.
What are you talking about?
Because the process of doing heroin is annoying. All right, think about it this way, right? Ecstasy, you just buy it and you pop it. Heroin, you have to buy it, you have to put it under a spoon and heat it up, take a syringe, clean syringe, by the way, and you have to tap your arm, you have to tie it up, and then you have to inject yourself. The process of heroin is just too much work.
Thanks for the visual. I didn't know. Anyway, tequila or vodka?
Tequila.
Okay.
Actually, it all depends. It all depends, because both put me in different types of levels. So tequila.
I should ask Hennessy because you're Filipino.
Hennessy is pretty good too.
There you go. Can't do Hennessy. Hennessy sucks.
It's like Hennessy or E&J.
How broke are you to be drinking E&J? how broke are you to be buying Irk and Jerk?
Jerk. All right. Hip hop or EDM?
Huh? What'd you say?
Hip hop or EDM?
hip hop, but I do like EDM.
Yeah.
Hookers or blow?
Oof. Blow.
Yes.
Blow.
Yes. Yes.
But baseball or football?
Football. I played football in high school. So.
Okay.
Oh, where'd you play?
Tight end and defensive end. So our team, like, we didn't have a lot of people on our team. So
high school?
Salesian High in Richmond, Catholic
school.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah. On our team, we didn't have that many players, so somebody had to step in to play both defense and offense.
All right. Swing or day trading? I already know this.
Day trading.
Okay. Flights or road bills?
I'm still new to this. Like I'm only a month into it, right?
Day trading? You've been doing well, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but look, like I want to be able to formulate like and design a plan where I can do both. Like, yeah, I could day trade, but then I also have cash on the side to be able to put into whatever I want to do. Like,
you can.
Yeah, I can make 200, 500, whatever it is. And that's for all the new people watching this, right? It's, you'll eventually get to that point, but in order to get to that point, you need to be able to make that income now to increase that capital.
Exactly.
Right? 100 a day, 200 a day. Yeah, so
you can't keep day trading. You can't keep day trading. Dude, he's the director of sales. How are you not expecting him to go back to the main point?
You keep funneling it.
It's behind him, John. It's behind him.
You keep funneling it. It's like I keep getting trapped. It's like whenever I ask it goes back to that.
It is. He's like the salesman that says when. You're just gonna put ink to paper at this point. And then when go on a tangent, and then we might as well put ink to paper at this point. Like,
well, because all right, so like for me being, let's say, first generation here, firstborn out of 3, being motivated as fuck, right?
Yeah.
I'm always looking at opportunity that's out there.
Go getter.
Why the hell am I in real estate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why the hell am I in business by myself? Yeah. I left a 9-to-5, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm able to control my own destiny. I'm able to control my days. Yep. You don't think when I moved from a corporate job into what I do now, being by myself, there's a lot of risk. Yeah, there's a lot of risk.
Hell yeah.
But in order to make that jump, you need to be able to be aware of what opportunities that's out there. There's a shitload of opportunities, but the number one I see, real estate, stocks. Real estate, stocks. And then when I talk to my clients that's out in, let's say, the more affluent areas, I go into their homes, and what do I see? Fucking trade desk. They have their desk situated wherever they are. Within their office, they have like 3 monitors. Like, oh, you're trading? He's like, yep. Yeah. And they're paying for at least a $10,000 home, $10,000 a month mortgage on where they live. Right. So if that's not a clue to you, if you're not able to pick these things up, then go ahead and keep
doing. Yep. That is what it is. Do we have anything else on the docket?
Oh yeah, I got a few more. Herpes or crabs?
What's the difference?
Well, I mean, one, it's one's a pincher, and one's
one lives with you. Yeah.
Yeah. One lives with you, and one lives on you.
The one that lives on you, I think.
Yeah, because
I can control that.
We're all adults here, okay?
Yeah.
And I just want to let you know, have you ever heard of the herpes?
I've heard of it.
I'd rather have pubic lice.
Okay. All right, moving on. Let's just breeze through it, okay? Netflix or Disney Plus?
What was that?
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix.
Okay.
But,
hands or feet?
That all depends because my kids like Disney stuff. But for me, myself, Netflix is cool.
Hands or feet?
Hands.
Okay. Last one, Star Wars or Marvel?
Ooh. Marvel. I mean, we're going back to Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just watched the end game. Did you know that it's been 2 years now ever since it came out?
Wait, is that the first time you're ever seeing the end game?
No, because it's a great movie. It's just
it's such a good movie. I know. Shang-Chi's about to pop soon.
Yeah, man. Disney's killing it again, man.
I'm excited.
All right, but yeah, that's it. That's
nice.
my question.
Thanks for being such a good sport. We are coming up on time, so let's take a look at some final trades. Alvin, what are you looking for in this coming week?
Dude, you really, I'll be honest with you guys, like, because majority of what I do is scalping, it all depends on that day.
That's fair. That's totally fair, depending on what the day looks like, right? Yeah. Let's take that a step further. As a scalper, you have a stable of stocks that you like to pay attention to, right? So what are those stocks that you always have on watch?
Like I was telling this to Jay Spees.
Yeah, the captain. Oh, captain, my captain.
I was like, hey, I've noticed recently for the month of August, ever since I've traded, a lot of the big profits for me, it specifically came from either Moderna or Novavax.
They've been hot, yeah.
They've been hot,
yeah.
Like on Friday, Moderna sank. And then a couple of my friends, they were like, "Hey, did you get on puts on on Moderna?" I was like, "No, I'm already done with the day. I made my money, but I should have."
Yeah.
And then I kept watching. I was like, "Oh,
yeah."
Kept going down. So, on my watch list currently, I have Moderna, Novavax. Obviously, I have Spy. What else is on there? Apple, Microsoft.
You traded Amazon.
Yeah.
Wait, you traded Amazon?
Yeah.
What is this?
It ain't cheap, man.
I thought it was very cheap, like very expensive. But then until I looked at the options and I was like, let me play with this.
Wait, you did zero DTE, I think.
Yeah,
you did zero DTE. You savage. You zero DTE'd Amazon. Oh my god.
I was like, nah, man, Amazon's expensive unless you did it Friday.
That was like 10 seconds. I was like, oh shit, it's up. Let me sell it.
Wait, you really did? Oh my god, you savage.
Director of sales, my man.
Director of sales. The director of sales.
Because when I submitted it, I looked at my account. I was like, "Oh, I'm already up. Oh, let me get this out of here already before I go red."
Oh shit, you did hit $5.90 on Amazon. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Zero DTE.
Okay, so
my man.
Again, it all comes down to learning. It all comes down to being aware of what's happening within the charts, right? Because I'm constantly just looking at the charts every day, so I'm much more acclimated. I know exactly how now, like this week, I know I respect these Bollinger Bands. I was like, oh, shit. I put them in play. I was like, oh boy. These Bollinger Bands, I'm like, I think this is about to go down. So let me go ahead and sell this. And after it sold, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Yeah. You got to respect the charts.
You got to respect the charts. Respect the charts, respect your indicators. Make sure that you guys know when to exit. Once it hits a certain level, don't expect it to run up even more. Don't be greedy. Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, but I think that's where all the newbies come in, right? Like this is my first full month actually into it and heavy activity. I'm like, I want to learn how best you learn is by losing, I think.
Yeah,
because it hurts
that's true.
a lot more, right? So you hurt, you lose, you put it down into, you know, I
journal.
have
Yeah. Oh, trading journal. Nice. Yeah, you're
I
ready.
put my notes in there.
You are well
like,
prepared.
Okay, I'm prepared for next week.
Yeah.
I know exactly why I lost, how I lost, what was going through my head at that time. But I wouldn't have known how to do this or even start without first having to join Bust Down Academy.
There we go. There we go. John, any last trades?
I'm still I'm trying to look for it. I am in Baba again. I did a starter Friday, and then we'll look into it by Monday morning. So if it's strong, I'm gonna look into around 168 level. So we'll keep you guys posted on that one in the chat room.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am in Disney. We got some really good pops at the end of Friday for the mouse. We'll definitely keep that on watch. I'm liking Etsy coming in. I'm liking LMT again. Palantir, I'm liking again. Still waiting for AMC to pop. It's setting up for another run here. What else? And that's pretty much
yes,
it.
please.
Yes, please. I need to upgrade my car. I need lowering springs.
Hey, man, you'll get it. Let's have a great week.
Let's have a great week. Thank you very much, Alvin.
But like, first and foremost, I want to thank the both of you guys, you know, for putting everything together. Like, it's changed my life. You know, it'll change your life as well. Just as long as you follow the community is where the value is at. You know, it's a tight group. You know, you can join other groups that are out there, but it's not going to be more of a one-on-one type of deal. With what we have at Bust Down, Trading Daddies, it's why do you keep looking back behind you?
I'm looking for answers.
No,
again, it's real. Yeah,
right here, it's true. It's that's why I put that act there, bro. Yeah, no, the community is where it's at. Like, all of us are learning together. We're progressing. You know, we go from $100 a day to $200 to $500 a day. That'll eventually get you to maybe purchasing real estate and having that really generational wealth.
Yep.
You know?
So, there you go. Go.
Unless you want to buy another Tesla if you choose to buy it.
That's the game. Make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice thumbs up, because John, if they give us a thumbs down,
your mama's out.
Yeah, exactly. And if follow us on all social media, follow me at Trading Poppy, follow John at John C Trades, Trading Daddies for the both of us, tradingdaddies.com for all your news, your merch. Alvin, please plug up your Instagram and any websites you want them to check out.
AlvinJ21 on Instagram. Hit me up anytime. You can find me there. Or you can just find me on Bust Down Investments. And
there you go. There you go. Extra value. I like that. And then with that being said, guys, let's get trading. See you guys later.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'll see you guys later.